Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna continue our work with this abandoned farm ATV. So if you remember last time we had some electrical issues. So first of all, we're gonna fix that and try to start this old ATV. So if you still haven't watched the first episode, be sure to do that. I will have a link up here at the top. So make sure to watch that before watching this one. So let's start. So first of all, I want to do a quick test. We're going to see if the battery is being drained too much when we're trying to start the ATV. So right now we have 12.1. So not perfect, but it should be enough to start. So that's actually a very good sign. So the voltage is not dropping to, let's say, 7, 6 or 8 volts. So that means the battery is okay actually. So this battery is good, completely good. So our problem lies somewhere else. So it's either the ground, faulty wires somewhere, or it's a starter issue. All right, so let's check that solenoid fuse. Should be right here, right? Yep. Okay, great. So that's our fuse. You can clearly see that it's bad. So we're gonna replace the fuse. See if that will fix it. So this is actually a 20 amp fuse. So let's see, we're gonna put the 15 one, as it should be the 15 amp fuse. So I got my new fuses right here. So a blown fuse, huh? Let's see. Okay, nothing. Still nothing with the new fuse. So let's see if it's blown out. It's still good, right? So I'm thinking this wire right here could be the potential problem. See, I don't like the look of this end right here, and also there's corrosion up here. I'm gonna show you in a second. So we're also gonna clean part of the solenoid. I'm gonna show you guys what I wanna clean. So basically, I'm gonna also clean this with a little bit of sandpaper. Right, still nothing. So we're still not getting any movement on our starter. Right, so here's an interesting dilemma. So this is the cap that goes on those two solenoid contacts, right? So I had 1 and 2 wires, and this third one was just in there. So that doesn't mean that we need a third one, but it's still, now I have more questions. But these two are stuck in there good. I can't get them out, because all of this is super old. So anyways, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put these things on the wires. We're gonna clean those wires a bit, put these connections on, and just pop them in on those two solenoid contacts, that fork, so to speak, and see what happens then. Right, let's see. Right, so the same thing, we got that clicking, and that's it, nothing happens from it. Let's check the fuse again, if it's not blown out. Fuse looks good. So I'm also gonna check this blue tape that we have. So this is going to from the solenoid. So this side right here, that's the receiving end from the battery, and this one is going forward. So yeah, maybe there's a bad connection somewhere up here. Why would there be blue tape? I don't know. Yep. see what kind of a sound our solenoid is making then. So it's not. This one was okay, it seems. So no problems there. Alright guys, so I'll be honest, I'm a bit stumped with all of these wires, right? So we're still not getting any power to our starter. So I'm gonna check the diagram, see if I can find out something, because I think something's missing. But anyways, if I don't find anything, then I'll start looking at the starter. Maybe the starter itself is dead, but I highly doubt it. I just think that there's a problem in the wiring on this ATV. There's definitely a problem in the wiring. All right, guys, so I've took a look at this circuit diagram, this thing here. So yeah, basically what we're gonna try to do right now, we're gonna try to bypass this. So what that means, we're gonna bypass the solenoid. So we're just gonna make sure that these are touching together with a screwdriver. That's a bypass. So we directly get that voltage onto our starter motor. We're gonna try it like that. If that's the problem, then potentially this solenoid could be an issue. Also, the button itself could be an issue. It could be that the button is not giving the correct voltage that is going up here. So yeah, so I'm learning a lot of new stuff as I go, because electricity was always a super weak side for me. So yeah. Okay, so we have movement at the starter, that's good. Right, so we need to charge our battery a little bit more. And also, I'm thinking now it's either the solenoid problem or the button problem. Because if we bypass it, if we short circuit these two, then as you've seen, we have movement at the starter, which is a really good sign. Alright guys, so I've got a brand new solenoid right here from CF Moto. So let's put this new solenoid in and see if anything changes. And by the way, this was super cheap, only 15 euros. So and it was in stock at the dealer, so a perfect grab. Here's the news so far. This is a new solenoid, still doesn't work, but this wire here, this one goes from the button, so this receives 12 volt, but this one's supposed to be receiving that command from the ECU, right? So I'm thinking the guy that did this wiring before, he misplaced some of the wires. So I'm gonna see if we can find the wire that is needed. Judging by this diagram, right? So from the ECU, that's the 17th pin that is going to our solenoid. So guys, this is where I actually made a mistake. So I read the diagram wrong. I'm gonna show you in a second what exactly I did wrong and what is the correct solution for this. And as I always said, this is a no BS YouTube channel, so if I make a mistake, I own up to that mistake, and I always explain where I was wrong. So part of learning the mechanics of ATVs and motorcycles is actually making mistakes. So yeah, it's completely normal. You will make mistakes. I make mistakes. Even the pros make mistakes. So yeah, let me just show you where exactly I was wrong. So you see, we're looking at our circuit diagram right now. So the mistake that I made and actually lost some time was I was looking at the auxiliary relay, right? So the auxiliary relay. So that was a translation error on my end. I don't know why I decided that auxiliary relay is the solenoid, but actually here is our solenoid. It's just up here is just written as start motor. So I started looking, like I said in the previous clip, on the 17th pin. So I started searching for that 17th pin, checking all of the wires, but the only thing I was actually missing, and it's right here, right? So I was missing the ground, and that is it. It was just the ground that was missing. So what I did was, you can see right here, it's going, a wire is going to the solenoid. That's a new wire that I redid. So basically the other end is going up there to the frame. So that is our ground. And this wire right here is actually giving us those 12 volts from the button. So this is the correct sequence as it should be. So one ground and one 12 volts from the button. And another thing that actually prolonged the repair process is this battery. As you remember, I checked the battery under load and it actually was okay. But after that, we measured it again and it's actually draining really, really fast. So it was not enough for the solenoid to engage properly. So yeah, two problems that were fairly simple, right? The ground and the bad battery, and that's it. So after we fixed those two issues, we finally had some success. And I was super happy as this was quite a long process, but a lot of new stuff was learned, and that's the most important thing in my opinion. Alright guys, so this is it for episode 2 of us fixing up this forgotten farm ATV. So I hope you enjoyed this content. So this was a little bit different, so some electrical stuff and all of that. So pretty interesting in my opinion. Anyways, as always, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. All of this helps the channel so much. And the most important thing, thank you for watching till the end. Okay guys, see you next time. Bye.